everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your July 2019 monthly tarot forecast. I just wanted to very quickly, guys, make a quick introduction video showing you the decks that I'm going to be using for this month's forecast. I am switching it up just a little bit, so if you do like this new format, definitely let me know. You can comment below, also like the video, share the video. So what I'm doing here for the month of July is I am using the Celtic Cross spread. I'm going in with the Crystal Visions tarot deck for that. And then what I normally do is I normally will use the Hanson Roberts deck if I feel the need to clarify anything. So what I'm doing this month is I'm going to be doing a second layer with the Hanson Roberts deck. So I'm putting down a second layer just to go more in depth with the Hanson Roberts deck. And then if I feel the need to clarify any further, what I'm doing this month is I'm going in with the Gypsy Oracle cards. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to be pulling you an overall additional guidance card for the month. The deck that I'm using for that is the Witchlings Oracle deck by Paulina Cassidy. And then I am also going to be pulling you a career-focused oracle from the Life Purpose Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. Focusing on love and relationship matters using the Romance Angel Oracle deck, also by Doreen Virtue. And then we are going to be looking at health and well-being using the Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle cards. So again, guys, if this is something that you like, definitely let me know below in the comments. If you are ever interested in how I do my private readings, I use a similar format. Instead of using the 2 layers, I actually use 4 for my private readings. So if you're ever wondering how I do my private readings, that's exactly how I do them. If you are interested in purchasing a private reading, my link is below for my website, northeasttarot.com. You can purchase a reading from my online store. If you prefer to pay with PayPal, I do have a PayPal link below, so you can use PayPal. And if you are interested in purchasing a gift card for someone, I am now offering gift cards for sale on my website as well. So that link is below if that's something you're interested in. Alright guys, so stay tuned for the reading. Hi Taurus, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your July 2019 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising signs. So Taurus, as you already heard in the introduction video, I am using the Crystal Visions tarot deck. I also will be using the Hanson Roberts tarot deck when I put down the second layer. This is a new format that I'm trying, so if you do like this, definitely let me know. Alright, so what does Taurus have coming up here for the month of July 2019? What does Taurus need to know? Please show me. Alright, Taurus, so the overall energy for you guys for July 2019 is we have Judgment. Interesting, because I believe it was Virgo that had Judgment as well, so maybe there's like a Taurus-Virgo connection. So we have Judgment as the overall energy, which is a powerful, for me, it's a powerful spiritual and healing energy. So some of you Taurians, you could have went through something. You might be rising up from a difficult time, rising up from the ashes. You could be healing. You could be recovering in some way, Taurus. other Taurians, you might have an important decision that you have to make. If you are a Taurus that is faced with a big decision, you will make the right decision. Some of you are being like divinely inspired. You might even like hear the call to take action for some of you. Let's see what's underneath it. Okay, so here we have Judgment. We have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Tower here, wow, and we have Death. So I have two Scorpio cards here, Taurus. So some of you Taurians, you might have Scorpio in your chart. Others, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Maybe you're hearing a decision from a Scorpio, or you have to make a decision maybe about a Scorpio. Some of you, it's in regards to a home with the Tower and the Nine of Pentacles. For me, this is speaking about a home. So maybe some of you are making an important decision about your house. Others, maybe something is ending here. Could be some sudden energy that's coming in for you. There's the Two of Cups. So that's interesting. If you already went through a shakeup, because we have the Two of Cups there, and then we also have the Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles for me is like my single, free, independent status card. This is a card that represents status and someone who's made it financially. They're quite well off. They've worked very hard. They have a lot to show for themselves. But it is also a very independent energy. So maybe I'm reading for some Taurians that maybe a relationship ended. Now, if it's not on the love front, I mean, that could be a friendship. It could even be a business partnership for some of you. And if it didn't happen already, it could be happening here in July. Yeah, but some of you are maybe moving on. Maybe you're going to be by yourself here, but if that's the case, you're going to be in a good place. And if a relationship ended with Judgment, they might want a second chance. It could be with a Virgo. Judgment can represent like breathing life back into something. It represents rebirth. And so we just have the Tower and Death. So if something has ended, maybe you're reviving it, Taurus. You might be making a decision to do that here in July. So very interesting, very, very interesting. We do have some Pentacles here. So for those of you it's not on the relationship front, it's definitely more business related, something with career, something with finances. Now we have the Two of Pentacles crossed by the Ace of Pentacles, Taurus. So we do have this blessing, this solid new beginning that's coming in. For some of you, it might not be at the start of the month because the timing could be off just a little bit. It's going to depend on, which Taurus you are. For some of you, it could be. Others, it might be around the second, third week, or even the last week of the month here. It's going to be different for all of you, but we do have this Ace of Pentacles that is coming in. It might be in its very early stages. Maybe you're going to be starting your own business. You could be going into business for yourself, or you might be expanding your business here with the Two of Pentacles. You could be weighing your options. Again, a decision could be significant. If it's not in regards to a job or a business, this could be in regards to a home here. I just mentioned that with the Tower and the Nine of Pentacles, for some of you, a home, a property is significant here. So maybe, if you've been juggling to try to keep a property, you might be making a big decision about that. Maybe some of you are going to sell a property. Others, you might be moving house. Maybe you're weighing the options as far as, where you want to move here. But we do have this Ace of Pentacles, which is in its very early stages. And then we have the Fool at your foundation, which could have been some of you taking a risk prior, taking a leap of faith, trying something new. For many of you, this was you trying something new. This is, brand new energy coming in for you prior at your foundation. So maybe you decided to do something, or maybe you took some sort of risk. You decided to move forward down this new path here. And so I feel like for some of you, this is definitely either business, career, or on the home front. And so you might have some decisions here right at the start of the month. You decided to move down this new path prior, and so here now at the start of July, you're faced with maybe more decisions here. Now, in the recent past, I do have the King of Pentacles, which could have been a fellow earth sign, so Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, who was significant prior. For some of you, this is your energy. Very focused on career, finances, for some of you, a business, because we have the Four of Pentacles crowning you. So very, very focused on money, assets, things of value, property, for some of you an inheritance. You could be looking very closely at your savings account. For some of you, that's exactly what you're doing. Maybe that's your goal, is maybe being able to save more money. But this is you very focused on your finances. And then coming up here around the second week in the near future position, we do have the Six of Cups. So for some of you Taurians that I'm reading for, with Judgment here and then the Six of Cups, there could be like an opportunity that's coming back around for some of you. And it's going to happen here around the second week. So I mentioned that for some, it is a general reading. For some, this Ace of Pentacles, the timing could be off a little bit with this. And so it certainly could be happening for some of you around the second, third week. We have this Six of Cups, which can represent something ongoing from the past, closure coming in with a past matter. For some of you, someone from the past popping up. You could be bumping into someone. But Judgment for me can speak about second chances. So I feel like for some of you, it's something coming back around. Now, what's interesting is in the position of your power, we have the Hierophant, which we know the Hierophant is your card, Taurus. But with the Hierophant in this particular position, those of you that you do have maybe something legal or something with a property, you could be signing something here at this time, especially if maybe you heard something from the past. You could be signing something here at this time. Documents might be significant. If you have a legal matter that's ongoing or something with a company or an institution, you could be dealing with them here at this time. Those of you that are moving, those of you that, maybe you started a business prior or that's something you're doing, you could be really getting organized here at this time, taking care of the details, in the position of how others, those closest to you, are viewing you. I mean, we have the Nine of Cups here, Taurus, which is, for some of you, emotional abundance. Your cups runneth over. There could be a wish that's coming through for you, Taurus, here at this time. But this is emotional abundance. So for some of you, we have this money coming in, this opportunity coming in here around the third week. If you are waiting on paperwork, waiting on something to come through, closure to come in, could be happening here at this time. If you haven't made a wish, if you haven't wished for anything in quite some time, Taurus, make a wish here in the month of July. Make a wish, set those intentions, because it just might come true for some of you. Now, in the hopes and fears, I have the Page of Swords. So, for a few of you, maybe you're a parent. This could have something to do with a child for some of you. Maybe you're waiting on like documents to come through, or something like that. Something with a child. It could even be their schooling, something like that. Other Taurians, this is the Page of Swords, which the Page of Swords for me is a little bit of like a warrior. He tends to worry a lot. He's stuck in his head. He overthinks things. He's very fearful. He's anxious. He's nervous. And so, yeah, for some of you, this is a fear. I think you're fearing bad news. You're fearing fear. You're fearing disappointment. So needing to stay positive. You have a very positive spread. You have some really nice energies coming up for you, Taurus. And then energy that you have leaving the month of July going into August. We do have the Four of Wands, which is very nice. Very nice. This could be a celebration taking place here at this time. Again, for some of you, we have this wish coming true here. It could be at the end of the month, third, fourth week. Maybe you're going to be celebrating. You might have people over to your home. Those of you that are moving house, you could have people over. A home could definitely feel significant. Some of you Taurians are going to feel very financially secure here at this time, and that could be your goal that you set here right at the start of the month. This is what you wanted to achieve, and some of you are feeling definitely financially secure here at this time. Those of you that you might have someone from your past coming in, could be a fellow earth sign energy. Those of you that are starting a relationship or maybe getting back together with someone, Four of Wands can represent marriage, more traditional relationships. So there could be some Taurians are making a commitment here at this time, which is exciting. But let's lay down that second layer here. Let's get more insight here, Taurus, looking at July. For Taurus, looking at July. Now, those of you that are starting a business or landing a new job, moving house, the Four of Wands does speak about longevity. So those of you that are starting a business or moving, you might live in this place for a very long time. You might have this business for many years to come. Here we just had the Sun and the Seven of Cups flip right out, Taurus. So if you were worried about not having enough choices or options in front of you, more options are coming in with this combination. Options, doors will be opening up for you, Taurus. So you might have a lot to pick from here in July. So just know that. Make sure you're looking at everything very carefully. But let's see. I'm going to shuffle these a little bit more, Taurus. Alright, and at the bottom of this deck, we have the Magician. Interesting. So maybe when it comes to looking at those options, Taurus, once you do decide, take matters into your own hands. Have faith in yourself and what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're manifesting. The Magician is an empowered energy. He already has everything he needs to be successful. He is someone who's incredibly confident, resourceful, creative. So, you know, these are things that are going to help you. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles crossed by the Four of Cups. And so some of you might have already planted some seeds because you weren't happy. We have the Four of Cups, which is someone who wants more. If you're someone who's just planting seeds here, we have this Ace of Pentacles. So you could be just planting seeds. If you are manifesting with the Magician and the Seven of Pentacles, they will need time to grow. So just know that. If you're a Taurus that has already invested in this, what's needed here at this time is looking at those options, maybe kind of going back to the drawing board here, maybe needing to kind of re-strategize. This would be a time here at the start of the month to make some changes. Here we have the Four of Cups, which is emotional boredom or not being 100% happy or fulfilled with something. And so this is why we see some of you making some changes. And we just had the Sun with the Seven of Cups. So we've seen a couple sevens. So maybe some of you have been even dealing with something for like seven weeks or 7 months, something like that. But yeah, this would be a good time to look at those options and to maybe make some changes or plant new seeds. Here at your foundation, we have that Fool, and then we have the Two of Swords. So those of you that didn't take that leap in the past, maybe you could have made your mind up, Taurus, about something. There could have been something that maybe you desire, something that you want, but with this combination, you might have held off. You could have hesitated. Two of Swords for me is a little bit of like a hesitant, nervous energy. It's someone who's not completely ready. So some of you, yes, could have already began down this path and planted those seeds, but then others, there could have been hesitation, nervous energy. And then this is interesting. Looking at the recent past, we have that King of Pentacles, but then we have the King of Rods. So for some of you, you could be dealing with two men, an earth energy, a fire sign energy, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, which we did just have the Sun come out with the Seven of Cups. So maybe some of you have a Leo person that is coming in, or could have maybe at the end of June, there could have been something going on with a fire sign person. Other Taurians, maybe you're dealing with someone who has earth and fire in their chart. This, of course, could be you, Taurus, especially you males. Crowning you, we have the Four of Pentacles, and then we have the Eight of Swords, which is interesting. I mentioned a hesitant sort of energy, a fearful sort of energy. Four of Pentacles can be someone who wants to control. Eight of Swords is someone who's fearing the worst. They're overthinking things. So maybe some of you watching this maybe need to kind of surrender. The universe is trying to take you in a certain direction. That's what I'm getting. So maybe needing to stay out of your head. Needing to be open-minded. You already have everything you need, Taurus, but maybe needing to just have confidence. This is interesting. Here we have the Six of Cups with the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man for me can represent several different things. The Hanged Man here at this time, there could be enlightenment, seeing something from a fresh perspective. Maybe there was something you missed prior. For some of you, this is you gaining insight. This is you gaining enlightenment here at this time. And it could be, again, in regards to a child, or it could be with something from your past, someone from your past. I feel like for some of you, this is like enlightenment, or maybe even seeing something from like a different point of view here at this time. Yes, the Hanged Man can speak about that temporary weight. Here in the position of your power, we have the Hierophant, and then we have the Ten of Swords. So some of you Taurians, a difficult cycle for you could be completing. Ten of Swords, you went through the worst of something. Now it could be something legal. It could be something with a large company or an institution. Maybe you feel betrayed, Taurus. This could even be like within a marriage. You might feel betrayed or stabbed in the back in some way, but this is completing. Now, maybe some of you with a Judgment and the Hanged Man are, again, seeing something from a different perspective. You might have been nervous to maybe take action before, but now, for some of you at this time, you might be seeing something differently. And you have the power to make changes, Taurus. So really needing to believe in yourself here at this time. In the position of how others are viewing you, we have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Rods. So we have 2 nines here. So, yeah, some of you, a cycle is completing. Some of you are nearing the end. It will be at different times for all of you. But with the 9s and the 10 here, a cycle is completing. Nine of Rods is someone who's incredibly strong. He's actually a warrior. He's already been to battle. He's been through quite a bit. He's still standing. So if you're thinking about giving up, Taurus, oftentimes, you know, the miracle occurs right when we're basically about to give up. So some of you hang in there, literally hang in there, because things are about to happen for you. We have this wish that's coming true, or this blessing that is coming in for you. Persevere, Taurus. Don't give up. That's what you're known for, Taurus, is being able to basically persevere and get through anything. And then in the hopes and fears, we have that Page of Swords with the 9 of Pentacles. So another 9. So 9 of Pentacles. I think that some of you are maybe even nervous to kind of go at it alone. This is that independent energy. If you're a business owner, could be nervous about your business. Could be waiting on something with your business. And then here we have that 4 of Wands and then 3 of Pentacles, which is no matter if you work for a living or not, you've been working incredibly hard on something, building, creating. You've been investing a lot of time and energy into this, Taurus. And I think that that's why we have this 4 of Wands coming in, which is your ships coming in, you feeling more secure. It's your hard work paying off here. So it is, you know, it is a great energy to end the month on, because it's your hard work paying off, and it's your perseverance paying off, your patience paying off here. So let's pull you an overall additional guidance card. Taurus, July 2019. The biggest caution I have for you, Taurus, is you needing to believe in yourself, needing to have confidence. Don't allow this 8 of Swords energy to hold you back. For some of you, what's needed is maybe going with the flow here, surrendering, which the Hanged Man speaks about that as well. Some of you have maybe something from the past that's coming in here around the second week, coming back around for some of you. Taurus, what does Taurus need to know here for July? All right, now focusing on career, Taurus. What else does Taurus need to know for July 2019? Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. All right, now focusing on love life, Taurus. Love and relationship matters for Taurus for July. Okay, So we have 2 cards that have flipped over, Taurus. All right, and then focusing on health and well-being. And as always, Taurus, if you are interested over on Vimeo, I do have the Love Tarot forecast for the month of July over there. That link is below if you do want more insight into what's going on in your love life here for July. Okay. All right, Taurus, so the overall additional guidance card that I have for you is communication. Effective communication builds a deep bond grounded in common trust and understanding. So some of you, Taurians, maybe what's needed is you communicating, speaking your truth, telling someone how you feel. Here, what's interesting is we have this Four of Cups. You might not be happy with something. Now, that could be within a relationship, that could be with a job, I mean, that could be with anything. Also, something could be offered to you, Taurus, where you want more. And so maybe some of you need to communicate that. Speak your truth. Speak up, Taurus. For some of you, communication is significant. Also, some of you hearing something, communication coming in for you. That's very important here. And then, focusing on career, we have counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathic ear. So that's interesting. So I definitely could be reading for some Taurians that maybe you're a counselor, maybe this is something that you already do for a living. You might help others for a living. This could be something that you're maybe going to be starting here. You could be starting your own business. Yeah, maybe you're going to be counseling others for a living. Helping others, communication could be very important for you. Looking at love life here, we do have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And then we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So that's interesting. Someone might rely on you, Taurus, to take care of them. Someone might rely on you financially. Someone might be dependent on you, Taurus. And here we have the Four of Cups. Some of you could be hanging on to a relationship, but maybe you want more. Maybe it's unfulfilling. So that's interesting. You could be engaged. Engagement for me speaks about taking it to a new level. And so if you're single, that could be someone from your past coming back, and that could be you getting into a new relationship. Your love life is, things are ascending, things are growing. So you're taking it to a new level. You're seeing growth here in some way. So that can be you singles getting into a relationship. Those of you that are dating someone, you could be getting engaged. So congrats if you are. And those of you that you're kind of stuck in a relationship, maybe someone is really depending on you. I mean, there's going to be some sort of growth. You're going to see some sort of change taking place within your relationship as well. So that's very interesting, Taurus. And then here, looking at health and well-being, we do have expect a miracle. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for your miraculous intervention and healing energy, which has restored the health of. And so that could be you, Taurus. That could be with a loved one, a significant other. Maybe some of you, someone is going through some stuff and they need you to kind of take care of them. If it's not on the love front, it could be with like a family member, for some of you. But we have expect a miracle, so that can be how this situation is changing. For me, this card is all about change and things kind of moving to the next level. And so here we have expect a miracle. So if you, Taurus, have been going through something, or someone close to you has been going through something, there will be this divine intervention. So very, very interesting, Taurus. Overall, obviously, it's not going to be a bad month. For some of you, we have some sort of closure, something from the past that's coming back in here around the second week. I feel like if you're feeling a little stuck or you're fearful, Taurus, what's going to help you is maybe taking matters into your own hands here, being resourceful, so maybe even reaching out to people, asking for help, and very much having faith in yourself, believing in yourself, having confidence. For some of you, there's like hesitation, there's fear. So very much needing to believe in yourself. And then we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Four of Wands, we have this really nice energy that's coming in for you. And I think that some of you, yes, it's possible you might feel as though you want to kind of give up. Others, I mean, you deserve this. Maybe you've been through quite a bit. And so we do have this positive energy that's coming in for you. Your perseverance is paying off. For some of you, what it is that you've been so invested in, you now feel secure with the Four of Wands. You've reached that place of maybe financial security for some of you. All right, Taurus, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading with me, please check out northeasttarot.com. Have a great month.